Hello everyone, and today I'm going to be re-reviewing the Minecraft Dungeons Weapons mod, and yes, I am going back to review the mod properly this time, but I just know that we have the enchantments lined up all the way right here and all this stuff. Like seriously, these are all the enchantments that I'm going to have to review, since I did a very poor job at explaining it, but I'm still not going to review 150 plus weapons. Well, it looks like there are 150 plus weapons, but yeah, I mean, I recommend you guys downloading the REI just to know how to craft every tool or every weapon there is on the screen, since I just know that it is very hard to explain, and sometimes some of the crafting recipes could be tongue twisters themselves. So, yeah, I recommend you guys actually downloading REI just to know how to craft every item on the screen so you guys can be familiar with it. First off, I'm going to explain a little about the bee stinger. I did a very poor job at explaining how the bee stinger works. So we know that if you spawn bees, they actually drop stingers. And if you spawn a witch, it actually spawns brooms or drops brooms. So if you kill one of these mobs, I think these are the two mobs that actually drop things. One drops a stinger, and witches drop crackling brooms. And smiting is pretty useful too if you want to kill mobs, but I'm going to be explaining mostly on the enchantments, since the enchantments are really much more of the content of this mod. So if you know the enchantments, then you can actually have a easier time using the mod for anything else, for like combat uses. So we're just going to go ahead first just to test out how Busy Bee works, since I know you guys are probably wondering, how does this sword actually work? It actually does work. So let me just go ahead and just put it on easy mode, just for now. And let me just change my game mode to survival. So what you have to do is put the bee stingers in your offhand, and you just summon them in like this, and the bee's supposed to go and attack that mob. See? You can actually just spawn them in just by left clicking, literally. And you just summon like hordes of bees. You can literally just summon a whole ton of bees. And if you do get damaged by like a slime, they actually fight for you. So I just know that just going for that brown sheep, I mean, yeah, that's pretty pitiful. Yep, they died. Okay, so let me just go ahead and just get hit by the slime, and you see how they react? They're gonna go attack this slime right here. Look at this. Look, see? Yep. I just know that the poison doesn't really work for them. I don't know why, but yeah, you can summon a whole lord of bees, and yeah, once you have the stinger and stuff at hand, then you're pretty much protected by the whole swarm of insects. And you're probably wondering how to craft the bee stinger. So in order to craft the bee stinger, all you just need is 2 gold ingots, a stick, a rapier, 2 iron nuggets, and a bee stinger. And in order to craft the rapier, all you just need is a stick, iron ingots, and 3 iron nuggets. So that's how you craft yourself the bee stinger. You're probably saying, why do I have so many arrows? Of course, we're going to be testing out all these enchantments. I mean, all of them that have something to do with ranged weapons. And you see, these are all the enchantments that I have put them in every categorical order based on letters. So I will say there are 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. If I'm even doing the math right. So 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So there are currently like 50 enchantments. Literally, 50 enchantments that I got to review. And we have some husk spawn eggs, just in case. I mean, just to fully explain how these guys use the enchantments. But yeah, there are a ton of enchantments just to explain. Like a whole lot of them. So we're going to start off with Accelerate. So you have Accelerate 1, 2, and 3. Yes, you can go up to 3. I mean, all of them going to have that. You can actually go up to only 3, like the power of 3. This could be used only for bows and crossbows. So if you see these, that means it could be used for a bow or a crossbow. Even for this model over here, bows or crossbows. So I'm just going to use, say, a bow, for example. Accelerate. So you actually can read more information about these books just by downloading another mod, and I'll include that in the description so you guys can actually see like what do these perks do, because this mod is pretty useful just to understand like the descriptions of the mod. So for Accelerate 1, increases attack speed for each consecutive shot. Resets 3 seconds after the attack. So, I mean, I really don't get that. However, it's best for me just to link that in the description so you guys can use it. So, Accelerate is supposed to, like, speed up the shots or something. It's supposed to increase speed. Oh, Accelerate. See? It actually gives you a perk. Yeah, it does give you a perk. But I still recommend you guys actually downloading that mod that I have said. So that's what Accelerate does. Increases attack speed for each consecutive shot. So that means if I shoot the bow, that means I actually swing faster. Yeah, it's pretty useful. And you're probably wondering why I'm not using my better animation mod is because, well, I don't want to make it too much of a hassle for you guys other than just talking about the mod itself. But some of these weapons do require dual wielding properties. So I'm going to link that down in the description if you want to use the Better Combat mod, because I recommend it because they might have some dual weapons that make the game look cool. And some things might be, needed. So we have Ambush. Ambush 1 to 3. It deals extra damage, witless, sneaking, and invisibility. So Ambush. So if you just, take the sword and just, use invisibility, it's supposed to give you some damage, some extra damage. So if I go out and just, walk out in the open and I just drink some, invisibility potion, I mean, these guys shouldn't be able to find me. Yeah, come on, and I just ambush. Yeah, it's supposed to make you do double damage. Remember, it's still like a tier 1 enchantment, so if I'm invisible, it's supposed to give me like more damage. So if I'm sneaking, yeah, it's supposed to give you like that damage attack. But I'm not sure if it's like pretty visible unless you actually try it for yourself, since you do take a lot of damage. But I just know like probably 1 or 2 swings, you probably can knock down like a slime. So let me just try for this case right here where I just sneak by. He doesn't see me. Come on. Yeah, I put these things a little too short with each other and I just go, okay, let me do this. Okay. So I think that's how it is. Yeah, you just ambush people. So we're going to be reviewing the Anima Conduit. Each XP orbs grants a small amount of health. So you know what this is. Every time you swing, you gain health. Of course. So say for example, I spawn in some husks, but I want these guys to do some damage to me. Yeah, come on. Okay, so he's doing damage, like he's doing. Come on. I brought him to get a little low. Okay, come on. Keep hitting me. So okay, we're just gonna do this. Strafe him. Do whatever. Yep. You gain a little bit of health, or yep, you start gaining a little bit of health. Yeah. So I mean, like I said, it's based on the tiers of these items. So everything is not guaranteed of you getting a lot. So yeah. So if you have like Anivia 3, you'll probably get more of the effect. So yeah. So I recommend you guys get into the root of 3 just to see actual changes, not like 1, but 3. For bonus shots, we just know that these only apply to bows and crossbows or ranged weapons. So for a bonus shot, fires an extra projectile towards a secondary target. So we just get a bow, and yeah, these husks are getting abused today. So let me just fix this back up just to keep everything look neat. Okay, so we're just going to shoot this, and it's supposed to give you an extra projectile. Okay, like I said, it's based on chance, so it's not guaranteed, but it's best to get 3. Now we're just going to do bow bursting. Burst bowstring. I mean, it's really hard to say that. So burst bowstring shoots nearby mobs when you jump, costing 1 arrow per jump per level. Projectiles deal 40% of an arrow's damage. So that's kind of like pretty useful. Shoots nearby mobs when you jump. So it's like a crit jump thing. You use your so it's like you're critting with a bow. That's what it really means. You're critting with a bow. So when you crit, costing 1 arrow per jump, and you do 40 damage. So keep in mind, this is like bow critting, chain reaction. So this is only go to ranged weapons. So for chain reaction, a chance to fire extra projectiles from target hit with an arrow. Yeah, it sounds similar to bow shots, bonus bow shot, like chain reaction and bonus shot sound like they're pretty similar. But for this one, it says a chance to fire extra projectiles from a target hit with an arrow. So it's like when I hit a target, it's supposed to give you like an extra arrow. I think based on hits. But like I said, it's best to get 3 just to see actual changes. Chains. This is a melee weapon. So chains, a chance to pull mobs together and slow them down. So let me just go try this out for demonstration. So let me just go ahead and spawn like 3 husks that's want to come at near me. Okay, so if I just swing at them, it does give them an effect to slow them down. It pulls them together. See, it pulls them together. So yeah, it just groups them. So it's pretty much like it groups the mobs together whenever you apply them. But chains is pretty useful if you increase its enchantments. So let me just go to charge. Oh, why is there a wine trader just walking out in the middle of nowhere during my showcase? Like, bro, you serious? No, I'm not wanting to make trades with you today. Yes, keep going. No, don't go over here. Charge. So charge is only a bow enchantment. I don't want to enchant that twice, but it only applies to bows, not crossbows. So charge. So charge, chance to receive the speed effect, witless attacking an enemy. So if you attack an enemy, it gives you speed. So you probably know. So let me just go ahead and just spawn a husk right here just for demonstration. So it's supposed to give you a speed effect. Okay, come on. Okay, yeah. You gotta keep in mind about this whole, effect thing, since it's literally based on chance. So, yeah. So, effect to receive the speed effect, witless attacking an enemy. So let me just go ahead and just shoot at this husk again. Let me just go attack, or do I just swing at it? I think, yeah, it's based on chance. Everything is based on chance. So if it doesn't, work right away, I recommend getting 3. So cobweb shot. Cover an enemy or blocking cobweb when your arrow hits its target. Sounds pretty useful just to slow down like mobs from shooting at you or something. So let me just spawn some husses here. And let me just shoot this bow. See, it actually spawns them in. Yeah, this is pretty useful if you really just want to, stop them at their tracks. Like, this is a good troll item. Yeah, this is pretty overpowering. Like, if you want to use it on your friends, then of course you'll basically just be taking advantage of them every way. Committed. A chance to deal damage relative to the target's health. That sounds pretty complex. So if he has 20 HP, relative to its health, like I said, I think it just does damage based on its health, I guess. I'm not sure if it works like for a warden. So if I actually test out a warden, let me just go to creative mode for that one, because I just know for one thing, you do not want to fight a warden in survival, since it's not a great idea to do it. So let me just go ahead and spawn a warden, for example. Let me just go ahead and spawn a warden, and I just swipe at it. It says basically relative to its health. So I'm just attacking this warden, but I just know nothing is not going to change here, since, well, yeah. I mean, I'm just waiting for some results. Relative to its health, like, I really don't get it. Like, I'm sitting here just whacking the warden. Like, this is warden abuse. So, yeah. I think it's based on, like, how much damage that the warden can only take. But, I just know, yeah, there's nothing happening there unless you get the, committed 3, then you can actually see the whole change. Okay, now we have critical hits. So, critical hit. A chance to deal critical hit without jumping. Ooh, so this is like, don't depend on crit spamming. So, we already know what that is. So all you just do is just, you just swing around. If you have the animating mod, I just know that critting is just useless. I mean, you can't really crit unless you want to, but if you use the better combat mod, you don't depend on critting. So you can literally just swing around, like you just swing casually, and you can still do like double damage without jumping. So you don't even have to jump unless you want to play the mod without, if you don't want to use the better combat mod. Just, play how I'm playing it, and you just swing around. So it's pretty useful for both scenarios. Dipping poison. Dipping poison. Bows and only crossbows. Dipping poison. Gives 8 poison arrows upon drinking a health potion. Ooh, sounds pretty useful. So, so let me just go ahead and get myself a health potion. So if I get myself a health potion, instant health potion, and we got a 2, okay. I need to grab that again. Okay, like this. And what happens? So if we drink, okay, do we get poison arrows? Come on, please, come on. Okay, so I'm just rating based on like the descriptions. Gives 8 poison arrows upon drinking a health potion. So say if I just shoot like this, yeah, I'm trying to understand like how this mod works. So if I just shoot and I drink. Give me 8 poison arrows, please. I think it's supposed to go into your offhand. I think it works that way. Some things do work in your, in your inventory, and some things don't work. So let me just drink in my offhand like this. Yeah, so you got to put that arrow in your offhand. Put that arrow in your offhand. So what I have tried out is you have to put this in your offhand, then drinking a potion. That's how it actually works. So let me show you guys again. So if you do it like this, and what you do is you drink it, you get poison arrows. That's how it works. I mean, same goes for the other ones that say, oh, if you do this, you got to do that. So for the ones that haven't, really, explained like how the chains and stuff work, yeah, you might have to put some things in your offhand just for something to work. So keep in mind, Dynamo increases the damage of your next attack after jumping. This effect can stack up to 20 times. Ooh, that sounds pretty useful. Increases the damage of your next attack after jumping. This effect can stack up to 20 times. Meaning that's like an overkill effect. That's like quite overkill. So if you kill after jumping, so if you jump and you do whatever, so it's like stacked by 20 times. So that's you're probably doing like twice the damage. That's pretty OP. That's what it sounds like. Sounds pretty OP to me, don't you think? Now we're at Echo. So for Echo, a chance to do AoE sound damage in the area of 3 blocks. Sound damage, eh? So let me just go and test it out just to make sure. Oh, we have everything off. Let me just turn it back on. So sound damage. So is it like a warden effect? I don't see nothing happening. Like I said, it's based on whatever it is. Chances. Come on. Yeah. Like I said, it's based on chances. So we don't get any damage from that. Or we had to probably use the animating mod or the better combat mod just for it to work. Because some of this mod do require that perk just for some things to work around here. And let's just go to Enigma Resonator. The Enigma Resonator. A chance to deal damage relative to the amount of XP the user has. So, say for example, I have 14 XP, right? So if I have 14 XP, it should do a lot of damage to the mob. So say if I have 14, I just want to kill this Huskir. Okay, so if I'm just swinging around, that's only like 5 hits. Let me just try this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Like I said, it's based on chances. Like, it's not guaranteed. So for this one, I recommend getting to 3s. I'll just get everything up to 3s. So this is exploding. A chance that target explodes upon death, causing damage to surrounding enemies. So if I kill them, it just, it's like a self-destruct for your enemies. Probably for a player or for a mob. So if I kill the slime, it's going to explode. It's going to kill other slimes. But just make sure they're not creepers, since you will most likely die. Freezing. A chance to slow target and gives them mining fatigue. Okay, so this is something that you can actually play with your friends, like freezing. So if you like grind to like some PvP death battle or something, just, grind these things. I mean, you basically overpower in the PvP arena. Like, seriously, this is a whole nother level of PvP. Fuse shot. A chance that arrow explodes upon impact. Sounds like slightly similar to exploding, but when you shoot the arrow, it just explodes everything. Plus, I really don't want to demonstrate it in here, since these mobs will do anything just to ruin up my course. So let me just turn to peaceful mode, because the slimes are just breaking in. Like, we do not want them to mess up my whole thing. And I don't even know why they want to, just spawn here. Like, why do they spawn? Like, why do slimes spawn in the middle of nowhere? So for gravity, a chance to pull in and toss targets. Distance thrown is relative to level. Okay, so like I said, based on the power of the enchantment, and it can pull and toss targets. So say if I have gravity 1 on my bow, it says you can pull them. So let me just try it on a slime. Yeah, sounds risky. Come on. Okay, that's kind of weird. How did you just toss over there? So, okay, so it's like when you hit someone on impact, it tosses to that target. Quite interesting. Very interesting indeed. Like, it actually does it to the surrounding radius. And let me just keep refreshing, because these slimes are pretty redundant. Yeah, very redundant. I mean, I could put barrier blocks around here, but they will come in the inside, whenever they feel like it. Growing. Deal extra damage the farther you are from the target. So, the farther you go, the more damage you take. So, if you're a sniper or a sharpshooter, you'll definitely like this enchantment. Gain resistance status effect for killing mobs. So, the higher it is, the better. So this is like resistant after every kill. So this is pretty overpowering if you don't want to get hit by a warden's, blast ray or something, just by killing like a skeleton or a zombie, and you're pretty much protected, well protected. Poisoning. You know what this is? A chance to apply poison to target. Yep, pretty self-explanatory. Heal relative to the max health of the target upon its death. So this is like lifesteal, pretty much like a lifesteal enchantment. I don't know why they can't call it lifesteal, but they call it leeching since leeches do steal blood. So pretty much that's stealing health. Levitation shot. Fire a shot that gives the levitation status effect much like a shulker bullet. Okay, so let me just go test this out because this sounds pretty interesting because I'm just curious. So let me just shoot at this husk here. Yep, it makes them fly. Yep, they just gonna be flying in the air. This is pretty useful if you really just want to, say launch the warden all the way up there. I mean, that's if you want to troll the warden or something, or troll your friends. I mean, they will never come back down. Overcharge. Continue to hold the range attack button to double, triple, or quadruple charge a bow, increasing its damage each time. So continue to hold the range attack button to double. So wait a minute. So if I do this, it says you can double, quadruple, or whatever. So boom. I don't know if that was a good demonstration. So let me just go try it with a husk. Since some people are going to be like, how does that work? Or I might say it explained it wrong. So let me just go charge it. Oh, I actually see the effect. Yeah. Usually it doesn't charge like normally. See? You see how the bow acted? The longer you hold it, the more damage it takes. See? That's pretty interesting to note. And look at that. It got from 20 to only 2. This is overkill. This is overpowering. And this is only overcharge 1. Bro, if you get overcharged, you can literally just one-shot anything. I mean, what if the warden wants to fight you? With levitation at hand and overcharge, oh my goodness. That's going to be the best troll item for the warden. The warden is not going to like you. Pain cycle. Attacking drains your life to grant 1 stack of pain cycle. At 5 stacks, your pain is channeled into your next attack. So attacking drains your life. So wait a minute. So shared pain or pain cycle. So it seems like I fight. Let me see. Let me just go test it out. So this is pain cycle. Oh, I see. So it's like, okay, so I do damage. So if I do damage, it attacks. So it's like I get hurt in exchange. So if I get hurt in exchange to do damage. Okay. So keep in mind, always carry a lot of golden apples if you want to plan on using this. Like I said, you can actually do it at 5 stacks. Your pain is channeled to your next attack. So it's like, ow, for pain cycle, all you just got to do is just, you hit the mob, you take damage. In exchange for that damage of you getting hurt, you basically apply more damage to your next attack. So you're building up your damages to your next opponent. So it's like you're taking up all the hits. In return, you're doing a massive damage. So it's like a power blow. Yeah, it's best to stack some enchantments on top of each other. However, there are some things that are, within the wiki that you say you can't stack. So, I mean, it's quite overpowering unless you trying to change the configurations just to make the sword have a lot of enchantments and you can just become an overpowering wielding machine that can kill anything, even a warden. Phantom's Mark. So the Phantom's Mark sets glowing on the target relative to the level of the enchantment. So pretty much it's like glow. So let me just go shoot at this husk right here. Yeah, it just makes your dude glow. It just makes him glow. That's all it does. That's what the Phantom's Mark is. You can actually find your attackers. Okay. We have Poison Cloud. Poison Cloud, a chance to spawn a poison cloud around the target. You can use your melee weapons, bows, or crossbows. So it just summons basically like a lingering effect thing. So that sounds pretty useful. So let me just go ahead and just spawn a husk. Okay. Come on. Summon Poison Cloud. And luckily the player is not affected by this. So yeah, come on. You're not affected by the poison effect. Like, what is wrong? Like, I know it's a poison cloud, but it's supposed to do damage to the player or something. Like, what is supposed to be doing? So it spawns a poison cloud, right? But it was not that lethal. Well, actually, the only reason it didn't work is because I'm using mobs. So for poison, it doesn't really apply to them since they're pretty much immune to it. Yeah, that was the worst demonstration. I think it would only work for like slimes or anything that that doesn't like to take poison effects. So it's pretty much like poison or lingering. So let's go to look at Prospector. Prospector, a chance to find an emerald upon killing a target. So pretty much you're just killing mobs just for emeralds. So it's mostly like a reward. Like you just killed a zombie, for example, it's supposed to drop you an emerald based on the power of the enchantment. Like, it's based on chances of everything, guys. Based on chances. So let me just go and kill these horde of husks. Drop an emerald, please. Okay, I'm not getting any luck with this. I mean, I'm summoning a whole ton of them. Yeah, even based on the enchantments, it's like basically a chance thing. Based on a kill. Like, I'm killing as many husks. But it seems like I'm not getting no luck from this sword, since this sword is almost running out of durability. Come on, give me an emerald. Oh, come on. Those husks were poor. Those husks were pretty poor. So, for a prospector, a chance to find an emerald upon the killing a target, yeah, it's pretty low. So, it's best to get 3 if you want to get rich with emeralds. Radiance. Radiance. A chance to spawn a healing cloud around the target. So, this is pretty useful. Like, very useful. So, say, for example, these guys come around you. So, let me just kill this baby zombie just for the sake of it. Come on. I need that. I need the health because I'm desperate for health. Come on, spawn health. Give me health. Come on. Spawn the cloud already. Come on. Yeah. They're not affected by regeneration either. Only splash potions. I'm not sure if some of these clouds should just be, I don't know, be updated just for it to like attack mobs too. Even the ones that's trying to kill you. Like, sometimes that healing cloud can basically protect you from, like, you know, the mobs from coming close to you, since some of them don't like splash health or anything. Like, they like harming and stuff. So let me just go to rampaging. So rampaging, a chance to gain stack haste on kill. So if you kill the mob or whatever, it gives you haste. So we already know that. So it's like, let me just go test it out just to show it. Okay, so let me just go do this. Come on. So on a kill, give me haste right now. Give me haste. I mean, only using wooden swords as an example. Like, yeah. Yeah, this is serious. I'm serious. I'm only using wooden swords, but it's based on chance. Everything is based on a chance. If you can get a 3, it will actually work. Definitely work. Because I do not... Wait, it's actually working. Yeah, I'm actually getting haste. All right, I'm actually getting haste. I was not seeing the enchantment. I'm so focused on killing because I don't even know why my enchantment UI is over there. I mean, I should get a mod where I can actually see out at the bottom or something, because it's really hard for me just to see for anything. But it does give you haste. I was just not looking. Refills empty bottles as health potions upon kill with melee weapon. Melee weapon, range weapon. So it works for any weapon here. And it does work indeed. So say for example, I get this and I just get myself a glass bottle just to show a demonstration of how it works. But sometimes it's based on the enchantment level. Sometimes the enchantment level actually gives you like 3. Gives you 3 potions. So let me just go kill a husk, for example. So you see 2 in my inventory. So if I kill this husk, for example, like this, you see it, it gives you a potion of healing. So yeah, this is pretty useful for like, you know, staying stacked. So you just be carrying like glass bottles everywhere you go and you drink them back and you kill some more. Yeah, it's like an infinity cycle of having health potions. Pretty useful, right? Replenish, a chance to recover an arrow upon firing. So it's pretty much like arrow recoil thingamajig. So it's like you shoot the arrow at the mob, right? But sometimes you do gain an arrow back. So it's like, you know, you shoot something, you get a hit, and then you still have an arrow left. So it's like you're saving arrows. You're actually going to be saving arrows. I really don't know how to say this word since YouTube's new guidelines ruin of me saying words now. So it's called Rico cheat. Rico cheat. Okay, it's called Rico cheat. So Rico cheat. The arrow bounces from target to target. You know what that is. So it's like when you play a gun game. So you just go and shoot, it bounces. Oh, see, it bounces. See? Boom. You see that? It actually bounces off to the target. Yeah, pretty useful. You saw that arrow? The arrow just happens so swiftly, it bounces right off of targets. So now you know. Now you know, guys. Rushdown. I actually spelled that wrong based on the typing. It's called Rushdown. Rushdown, a chance to gain stacking speed on kill. So, yeah, I need to pay attention to the enchantments onto the right corner for right now. So let me just go kill one of these husks, and we should actually see the speed effect going on. Nope, there was no speed there. I'm just checking, guys. I'm just checking. So, yeah, we got to keep opening our inventory countless times. Yeah, this is very painful. Come on, give me speed. And yeah, and everything is based on the power of the enchantment. So if you don't get it, then it's called you have to wait. or just wait to get to 3. We're almost halfway. We're almost done with this whole enchantment thing. Like, seriously, my voice is getting tired from explaining every enchantment. Okay, now we have Shadow Barb and Shadow Shot. So, Shadow Barb, firing from a crossbow will not break shadow form. Okay, firing from a crossbow will not break shadow form, okay? And what's this one? A chance to grant player shadow form on kill. So, okay, so, yeah, I think both of these guys actually work together. So it says, not break shadow form. Firing from a crossbow will not break the shadow form. Chance to grant player shadow form on a kill. So, I really want to test this out since this is pretty interesting. So let me just go ahead and get myself a bow, because I really really know like how some of these things work. So let me just go apply yeah, let me just go get myself shadow form. No, what is it called? It's called Shadow Barb. So it's called Shadow Barb. All right, so let me just go do this. Enchant myself shadow, come on, shadow. Okay, so you gotta use MCW for like this. See, you gotta go here. Okay, Shadow Barb, Shadow Barb. Okay, the bow, it doesn't work, so we gotta do crossbow. I thought it was for a bow, so let me just do crossbow. Okay, I tried to apply Shadow Barb to it, but it's not working. So, that's quite sad. It says bow cannot even support it either. What about a melee weapon? What about melee? Even melee doesn't work. So, why does Shadow Barb not work? And let me try Shadow Shot. If that doesn't work, let me try Shadow Shot. Okay. Yeah, so I just think this might be like an exclusive item. Like, you have to probably get it from something. You probably got to kill a mob or something that has this type of enchantment. So I think this must be like the rarest enchantment. Probably the rarest. Shared Pain. Yeah, it's like Pain Cycle, I think. So Shared Pain. If a player overkills a mob, the leftover damage will be dealt to a nearby mob, if present. Oh my goodness. So it's like, say for example, a zombie. Actually, yeah. Say, for example, a zombie or husk has 20 HP, and you just one-shot him. Like, seriously, just one-shot him. That means the other mob is going to get one-shot, and the other mob is going to get one-shot. It will just keep going on and on. Meaning the pain will never end. This is what you call shared pain. Shockwave, a chance to do explosive damage in an area of 3 blocks. So you know what that is. So let me just go spawn some husks. Yep. So let me just go attack these guys. Come on. Shockwave, it's supposed to give him like a blast thing. Come on, come on. Hey, what are you running off to? Yeah, you scared, huh? Because you know these enchantments are overpowering. But I don't even think that even didn't work. So for Shockwave, a chance to do explosive damage in an area of 3 blocks. So just read the description here, and I recommend getting the power of 3 or the enchantment level of 3 for this one. Smitting. So for Smitting, deals AoE damage to undead in an area of 3 blocks. So this is like Smite. A little bit like Smite. So AoE. I don't know what an AoE is. Area of entity. Like, I really don't know what AoE even stands for, but if you guys read up a little bit about AoE, then you probably would know how this useful is, but it only applies to a melee weapon. So yeah, it says it does damage to undead in an area of 3 blocks. So this is like, yeah, I don't know what that is, but it does damage. Soul Devourer. Multiplies XP gained from a kill. So this is like XP doubling. Okay, so when you kill a mob, you get more XP. Pretty useful. Soul Siphon. So we're doing Soul Siphon, a chance to gain extra XP from a kill. Okay, not sure you can actually stack these guys. Like, this is like some type of factions type enchantment. So it's like if you stack both of these on top of each other, you have a chance to get some, then you have a chance to multiply it from a kill. Kind of overpowering. Definitely overpowering just to get a lot of XP. And if you get a lot of XP, you can actually get all these type of enchantments. That's pretty overpowering. You know what stunning is? A chance to nearly stop a target and cause nausea. Ooh, so based on you saying nausea, yes, you might be fighting your friends. So this is pretty much useful if you really want to stun your opponent or mob or entity in their track. Chance to hit all entities in a 1.5 block radius around the user. So let me see this one. This sounds pretty interesting. 1.5 blocks. So let me just get this here. So let me just do this. 1.5 blocks. So they need to come a little closer. Come on, come a little closer. Where's the swirl damage? I don't see swirling damage. Come on, work. Yeah, I think it's worse for the Better Combat mod, since pretty much everything ties to it. So I don't think it's going to work in regular Minecraft. So yeah, or you might get the tier 3, since it all based on probability. Steal speed from your target, slowing them and speeding up yourself. Okay, that's pretty useful if you want to get away, or, you know, if a mob moves faster than you, just take their speed and you can just wander off. And it only works with bow and crossbow. Chance to summon a lightning bolt and damage entities in a range relative to the level. I do not want to do that. It is a melee weapon. I don't want to do that since it might cause a lot of damage and probably all the chests will get destroyed. Don't want to do that. Void shot applies to bow and crossbow. Deals multiplicative damage based on the level of the enchantment. Oh, so if you get 3, that's probably kind of overkill. So most of these enchantments are going to become more and more overkill when you keep reading more and more about them. Yeah. Void Strike. Deal multiplicative damage based on the enchantment of the level. So Void Strike and Void Shot, they're pretty much both similar. One is melee and one is range. So both of these guys are technically just overkill. Just stack it up with power and many other enchantments. You're just basically going to be overpowered, and you might be able to kill the Ender Dragon pretty quick. A chance to spawn weakness cloud around the target. So it just summons weakness. Yeah. Pretty self-explanatory. And last but not least, Wild Rage. Wild Rage. Hitting an enemy has a chance to send it into a rage, making it hostile towards everyone. Ooh, so say for example, I spawn these guys in. So if I shoot, attack, fight your own people. It's supposed to fight each other. Come on. Because I did see that before when I did my last mod review. It actually showed like Wild Rage and it just attacked other zombies. Come on, attack now. But remember, it's based on the level. See? It actually attacks. See? It actually attacks. Come on. Attack. Yeah, come on. Don't, yeah. See? He's actually attacking his own people. And okay, now he attacks me. So yeah, the rage just spreads. This is pretty useful if you want to manipulate the mobs just to go attack something else. So say for example, you shoot at the skeleton. You can make the skeleton shoot at them. So that's what Wild Rage is. Very, very useful. My voice is so dry from all of that mod explaining. Like seriously, the mod is very, very huge. Like the enchantments are literally the whole content of the whole entire mod. If you don't know the enchantments, then you will not enjoy this mod. This is why I tried my best to explain the best way as possible and try to do demonstrations. Like some of these things are pretty much self-explanatory, or you can just test it out, you know, for yourself for, you know, testing purposes. But I just know this mod is pretty huge based on, you know, just based on around weapons. But yeah, there's a lot of things to go over, and I will include the wiki in the description so you guys can actually check out all the enchantments and the mod too, just to read the description of how the mod works or how the enchantments work, because I'm just saying this mod is pretty huge. Like when I mean pretty huge, I mean it is pretty huge. Anyways, the mod is going to be in the description below and all the other necessary links just for you guys to actually enjoy this mod, since this mod is pretty huge. And I recommend downloading REI so you guys can understand every crafting recipe. And I will include the other mod so you guys can read up on the enchantments of how these perks and stuff work. And you can test it in your own world, since, yeah, this mod is pretty ridiculously huge. Like, so huge, I mean, very huge. And what's interesting is this video has been recorded for like 46 minutes. Yeah, I have a lot of editing to do, like lots and lots of editing to do. This mod is ridiculously big, redunculously big, just to understand all the enchantments. You gotta understand from accelerate to all the way over there. I am not kidding. But luckily, I have kept my word, and I'm just gonna review it the proper way this time. So I hope I have done it properly and actually explain like what do the perks do. Some things I didn't really demonstrate since it has common knowledge. But I hope someone enjoys this tutorial or video. And see you guys next time on the next Minecraft adventure. And oh boy, I'm going to be doing a lot of editing.